Hello, John Morrison here, and today's question comes from Jerry in Utah, and the question is, how is the best way to prospect a waiter or waitress when you're out and about, maybe in a restaurant? And so this is an awesome question, and I have to first say that when you're talking to people in the servicing industries, they're already used to talking to people. So these are great prospects. They're not usually waiting on tables as a career move. So it's a part-time venture for them, and they're already looking for something else, or they're putting themselves through college, things of this nature. So these are great people to recruit and prospect for your network marketing business. But I have a 4-step formula for doing so. Okay, now, key factor when recruiting anybody and when building your network marketing business is to make sure you're the one asking questions. Questions are the most powerful tool that you have in your arsenal, because when you're asking questions, you're in charge of the conversation. You come across as postured, professional, and you're going to stay out of the valley of death, which is basically Q&A, where they're asking you, what is it? How much do you make? How much can I make? All of these things that you don't really want to get into with them, especially when they're already busy and sidetracked and thinking about other things. So with that being said, let me go through the 4 steps or the 4 processes of recruiting a waiter or waitress. First and foremost, I recommend that you be in a hurry and wait till the check arrives and when you're fixing to leave before bringing up the question towards this prospect. Okay, now I'm not saying that you don't carry on a conversation while they're giving you service. Okay, while I'm out and about, what I'll typically do is I will ask them how long they worked at the restaurant, if this is what they plan on doing the rest of their life, if they're just doing this as a part-time job to put themselves through school. I'll ask these types of questions throughout the course of the meal, just so that I can develop a relationship with the person, okay? But when it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty, I will purposely wait till it's time to leave. My wife and son are typically with me, and they are already trained and groomed to leave, and that way I have to be in a hurry. Okay, and so that would sound something like this. Now's not the time to get into it. I know you're busy. You've got other tables you're waiting on. My wife and son are already headed to the car, and we've got to go to an appointment ourselves. But that's being in a hurry, okay? The second thing, and probably one of the most powerful aspects of the 4 steps, is to give them a sincere compliment. And it has to be 100% sincere. If they spilt tea on you, you don't tell them they've given you the best service that you've ever experienced at ABC restaurant, okay? But if they have given you stellar service, that's a great example. And you could simply say something like this: you've given me some of the best service that I've ever received at this restaurant. You're very good at what you do. Just curious, and that's going to lead into step 3, which is the invitation. And that's when you're going to ask some more great questions. Are you open to a side project on the side of waiting on tables here at ABC Company if it didn't interfere with your job? Are you money motivated? That's another question that I ask some people. So there's all kinds of questions that you can ask for the invitation. And then step 4, you're just going to book the appointment. Get their information, book the appointment, and get gone. All right? So that would sound something like this. Well, great. I don't know if you're going to be interested or if it's going to be a fit for you, but, if you'll give me your name, phone number, and email address, I'll send you some information. I think it's something that you would be excited about, something that you could do without affecting your job here, but I don't have time to really get into it. So do you mind writing your information on the back of my receipt? And just gather their information, collect the lead, and then you can book the appointment. Okay? So those 4 things, those are the 4 guidelines that I typically use when I'm out and about with waiters and waitresses, and generally with anybody when I'm out talking and listening to people and recruiting and networking on purpose. So if this has been helpful to you, feel free to comment, share this on Facebook, Twitter, social media. Let me know if we can do anything to help you build your business. Feel free to submit any questions that you have to us. Simply email me at john@johnmorrison.ws, And just remember, never ever quit, keep charging, and we'll see you at the bank.